Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another live. I'm going to give it to you straight one more time, my beautiful people. Welcome. If you are here in the States like I am, let me get a shout out. Happy Friday. It is Venus's day. Today, you already know the love is in the air and it's about to go down. Strength, faith, courage, and believe in all you do. Believe in yourself. Some energy for you guys. I have put up some quick shorts here. I'll wait till reciprocation happens. Other than that, we're going to keep it moving because that's what I know to do. Let's tap into the energy, guys. Let's see what will be available for you today as you move on ahead. Don't let the day or the night get away from you. Okay? Fear and panic sets in, and that's when you have to do it. Okay? That'll be your strength. That is a signal. Okay? Unless you're somewhere, you know, unless it's obvious. You're going to pay attention to your surroundings. Today is Friday. We have Gemini energy. We have what? Venus is in Gemini, so that energy is all about socializing. Okay. Would a relationship come out of that? Absolutely. Depends on how you play your game. You've been there, done that. You know what you're looking for. We are looking for connection at the other side of the other person, right? It's love. We all need love. This is what we're here to connect respectfully, and safety is very important. If you have any questions, come on in. Ask away. Don't be shy. Don't be reserved. I am here to give it to you straight, but that is in the spirit of love. If you have any questions concerning any kind of relationship, you're in the right place with the right person. Today is Friday. Let's see, guys. I'm gonna almost ready. I'm trying to look for my big files. Oh no, no matches. What happened here? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, brother. All right, so I'm gonna get started. If you have any questions, no, I was trying to put that thumbnail for Pisces. I just did a Pisces. Uh, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's see what the weekend, each and every one of you, 12 signs. I was trying to do age, but I have 45 to 55 here. And so that's the energy that I want to pull in today. If you're younger than that and you're looking for some clarification on a situation, you could come on in. I didn't put any age on the title. I didn't. I just put if you have a love question. Here we go. From Aries to Pisces, one mystic love oracle only. I'm not going to be explaining it unless it's a cause for concern. Here we go. Aries to Pisces in that order. One more. One more. And thank you, my high vibrational beneficial beings. All the love and support. Call on God. Source is your sustainability. Okay, that's what holds you up. So let's go ahead. Aries, bliss and happiness is yours today. Enjoying it whether you in a relationship or not. Your energy is bliss. I'm happy because I'm the creator of my own happiness, and I'm enjoying this moment fully. And if you're not, this is time for you to create your own happiness. Okay? So they choose happiness. Let's go to Taurus. Taurus, missing you and thinking about you. All right? Somebody's missing you. It could be anybody, it could be your kids. All right? But somebody is thinking and is missing you, or it could go the other way around. You're missing and thinking about this person. Call them. Stop holding the grudges. Call them up. Say, hey, listen, let's find some common ground. I know that I'm hard to deal with. We all are. We all make mistakes, but don't let those grudges. It's not only for the person when you hold grudges and it's forgiveness. It's because that weighs down heavy on you. All right. And it's not good for your heart. It's not good for your mental state. All right. Try to find today a way just to accept the apology and move forward. Okay. Don't hold on to no grudges. They only make you, lose a lot of your self-esteem. All right. yourself, your pride, you need some that your energy gets depleted. We have to be recharged daily, just like we need baths. That's why they're necessary. Constantly recharging, renewal, the energy shifts and change. But our heart doesn't, all right? Our heart remains a mystery. All right, what is love? Let's go ahead to Gemini. Gemini, you got reconciliation and rebuilding. Okay, trust. If we reconcile, it's great, but to rebuild trust, all right, we could go ahead and get in bed and have a great time, but trust is important in order to rebuild a relationship. It's not just to get in bed. We got to check ourselves and see, what do I want out of this after this is over. Once we reconcile, is it because of my animal, you know the flesh wants what it wants, or am I really serious about this person? Okay, make sure on the flip side too. Ladies, if you already know that you've been with this person, it's up to you. Do you allow it? You're good with it? Fine, no problem. But if you not have the conversation, reconciliation is good. The makeup to breakup, you know, it's amazing, but it you gotta rebuild trust at the same time, not just with the sex. So just be mindful of that. And with that being said, let's go ahead. Oh, what I did here? Let me take what I did here. I don't want this. I have something here. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened here. I don't know what kind of mess. But anyway, let's go ahead to Cancer. Cancer, you got intuition and your inner knowing. Okay. Your intuition is basically your soul, remember, has memory. And because of that, your inner knowing will guide you. Your intuition is the roots of of the of the bottom of the shell. I don't know how to. But anyway, listen. Follow your intuition. Your instincts versus your intuition. So your instincts is what you know from the time that you're born. All right, from the time of you're born, you know how to suck on a nipple. The first instance go to our survival. The intuition is a quieter kind of energy because it's like the unknown. That's why it's the inner knowing. How do I know what I know? Okay, it's part of a process of reincarnation. All right, I'm gonna keep it there. Let's go ahead uh, with Leo. Leo, you have magnetic attraction and passion for today. All right. So of course you have the sun, you have Mercury, great communication, magnetic attraction, a lot of passion. You build from that energy, and so enjoy it because it's there. All right. Whether you're in a new relationship, whether you're at home with your partner, this is the time to get put the kids to bed early. Go out, just have a great time. Just be safe at the end of the day. All right. Your magnetism is everything, but let's use our common sense. Okay. Let's go ahead with Virgo. Virgo, you have a shapeshifter, mimicker. It's not what it looks like. All right. Snakes are known a temptation. All right. Maybe something that it's not what it looks like. There's a temptation here, or somebody could be mimicking you, meaning that they are taking the shape, maybe wearing the same clothes, same perfume, doing something the way you do it in order to, right, to attract your person, or it could be something different. But the shapeshifter takes the shape of another person, just it's imitating. Okay. So anyway, so that's what you have today. Be careful with temptations. All right. It is probably not what it looks like, but I would look a little bit more into a person that's trying to imitate you. All right. Whether you or unless you're the one trying to imitate them. All right. So, all right. That's a seduction. Seduction. All right. Let's go ahead to Libra. Libra, you have heartbreak and shattered. All right. This is love, love, love. So heartbreak, shattered, promises. Okay. So how do you deal with heartbreak and shattered? Uh, well, if you want to drink and deal with it that way, or you could pray, and this is the time where you could trust in the divine and try manifesting something different. Change your frequency, change your energy. All right. So let's go ahead. That's if you drink. Let's go ahead to Scorpio. Scorpio, when it comes to love, you have a spiritual awakening and the realizations here. Okay. Redemption time. All right. It's like when they went low, you go high here. The energy at the bottom at the end of the day, when you have a spiritual awakening, that what they doing no longer bothers you. They could go jump off a bridge and you wouldn't even care, because all the stuff that you had on the bottom, when those sarcophagus, the dead weight, you got that off you. So you understand? So nothing. It's like you're this lotus. Not a drop of water stays on you. You came up for air. Finally, you got to see things for what they really are. So pivotal moments, going through changes and awakenings. Understand that you're the only person that you can really depend on. But at the end of the day, once you have this realization, right? Once this energy shifts, it could take a year, it could take two. This is when you find true love. When you learn, that we all make mistakes, and these mistakes is how we go, how we learn, and how we become more spiritual awakened. Okay? And while we owe to ourselves, more importantly. All right? Let's go ahead to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have marriage and a sacred union. Now there is space back here. This could be a commitment, a marriage that didn't last, or a marriage that's about to take place. Marriage is a sacred union between two people, but when you introduce other people to the relationship, it leaves wounds, it leaves open, the scars that are open, right? How do I trust again? How do I rebuild? How do I, save my marriage that has been a marriage that's torn apart? Prayer is always a helpful tool that you could use. Okay, so let's go ahead to. Oh, everything just looks great. You ready to get married? You ready to pop the question, or the marriage is in trouble? All right. How do I repair my marriage? Counseling. Get you a great counselor. Work with somebody, one-on-one or separated. Then how to find common ground. It's about putting both our perspectives together, and and finding that balance back, rebalancing our lives, where we respect each other when we're together, when we respect each other when we are separated, when we don't bring nobody into the bedroom, or we don't, is it cheating? There's a lot of different things that are happening or that did happen, but we remember that we all come with a past, and so we have to learn how to forgive in order to move forward. If not, we get stuck. Let's go ahead with I am trying to get this thing out. Oh, okay, I got it out. All right, let's go ahead. Sagittarius, now we're going to go into Capricorn. Capricorn is addiction and unhealthy attachment. All right. A lot of times when we see this, we don't really like it, but we don't deal with a shadow, with the things that we bury so deep, deep down inside. When you get into a relationship, it's going to come up. If you have an addiction, it could be sex, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be food, it could be anything. We are here on the earth. We are going to enjoy the earth. This is what we hear. What happens when it gets out of hand? Okay, it could be codependency. It could be dependent on another person to take care of me. Whatever your situation, if you deny it, if you run away from it, if you pretend it's not there, it's going to follow you. This is what they call the spirit. These are what they call demons. There's no demons. That's just energy that you have created through the years. And it's hard. We could create out of this what they say, well, sin comes and stays a little longer than it should. It's not that. All that spooky, stupid stuff. You guys represent the devil and the zodiac, and a lot of people don't really understand the Satan, the devil energy. They don't understand what it really is all about. But at the end of the day, listen, unhealthy attachment, we can't blame it on the devil. All right? There is good and there's bad, and we both are carrying that energy. All right. When we looking for a scapegoat, and I did this because of that, a lot of times we start doing things, and then when it gets out of hand, we want to blame somebody. No, this is taking responsibility. But anyway, that's what's affecting your relationship, an unhealthy attachment to something, to a substance. Okay. So if you need help, there's a lot of great counselors out there. All right. You can overcome any obstacles. And how do you get your, because they say your dignity, your integrity, integration is by you connected to the higher realms, to the divine, to the part of your true nature. Okay. So get help as soon as you can, and just start little micro changes here. All right. No matter what you're going through, I guarantee you'll be successful. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's move forward and let's go into Aquarius. Aquarius, there's no second chances for you or a person here. All right. That is it. That's over. It's like they dead, they buried. You are done. You buried this person a long time ago. Or some of you guys lost a loved one. And maybe you lost a wife or a husband, Aquarius. Period at the end. And for some of you say, no, this nobody can compare to this person. I don't know if you see any chances when it comes to love, right? But I gotta tell you something, Aquarius. It is, right? Even if you lost somebody, for those of you that have lost a partner, right? They're still with you in spirit and they would like for you to move on. We're here to connect. We're here to make connections and have healthy connections. So, let's just say what the worst case scenario that a person did. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see my turtles doing something. Let's say somebody did something really, really, really bad, really disgusting, whatever you think I'm not going to get a chance, fine. Bury it. But when you bury, make sure that you deal with the messy feelings that come from it, okay? Because they will resurface, okay? Because we are energy, we light beings, right? We hold a lot of energy, and when we hold on to the anger, that resentment, we got to bury that stuff with it, okay? So, because if not, they'll come up later on, those feelings. Pisces, we got here ghosted and disappeared. Either you're doing the ghosting or somebody goes to you, but that doesn't last long, Pisces, because they might be calling you, talking to you, Pisces. Why they ghosted you? You might ask yourself, what happened? Do you even care? At this point, either you ghosted or they ghosting you, but do you even care? Okay, let's see at the bottom of the deck for everyone. We all walk around with a mask, not showing our true self, and that's the problem. We all walk around with a mask, and we all do what? We all are testing love. Should we test love? I say absolutely not. We got to speak to the things that we want. This is the kind of love that I want. This is the kind of love that I deserve. Understand that you're worthy of the love that you so desperately seek. All right? Because at the other side is somebody that wants love too. How do we deal with the hurt, the drama, the trauma, the things that happened in the past? How I'm not going to bring that back up. What happened in the past stays in the past. It's easier said than done. I understand. I've been there, done that. And this is what I'm telling you. All right? Don't let the day get away from you. Don't let that person that so much needs you and you need them. We're here to connect with others and to bring love and to be humble about it and to enjoy each other's company. We're not meant to be here to be alone. And so once you learn how to work through the traumas and the dramas that we all, you, me, and everybody else, we all have the trauma. How do I deal with it? How do I deal with, even to be with somebody that's immature, right? They either never was a child or never grew up. Okay, and so we all come with a mess, but each other, we could help each other heal, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience, and if you're not equipped with that kind of energy, I think that's why sometimes we fail, because we're not equipped to deal with. We could just deal with so much. Okay. And especially if you got kids, your kids rub off on that energy. So just be mindful of that, especially if you have children. What are you instilling in your children? But one thing you should instill in your children, to forgive, is very important, because it's not about the person. It's about you and your well-being, your emotional well-being. You will get emotionally exhausted, and then you start doubting and having trust issues. All right, let's go ahead from now. We're going to go Pisces 2, Aries in that order. Let's see. Pisces, whether you're 18 to 25, 26 to 36, 45 to 55, 55 to 65, doesn't really matter. Love is love. Love knows no bounds. With that being said, let's go ahead. One more from Pisces to Aries in that order. Thank you, my beautiful, high vibrational beneficial beings. Thank you. One more. One more. Thank you and thank you. All right, we are ready. All right, from Pisces to Pisces, you got the Three of Cups. All right. So when it comes to love, meeting somebody where? In the social scenes, your friends. All right. If you haven't go out and celebrate life. So even if your boring wins, you might meet somebody while socializing amongst friends, people that you hold dear. All right. This is where you find love for those of you that are single. Now, for those of you that are married, your person is gonna like the fact that you do good in their social scenes. They want to take you out to their socialize with their friends. Okay, but maybe you're not that outgoing, maybe you're more introverted. Try to find common ground between you and your person and their friends. Their friends celebrate each other's friends. Go out on each other's date. If not, do it at home. If you don't like to go out, say, babe, bring your friends over. Let's have game night. All right, but in social scene, remember, in the third house is Venus. This is the time to get out socialized, be in groups, like-minded friends, right? Even at the workplace, anywhere that social scenes. I mean, I don't recommend. I mean, I used to go to the bars and hang out, and this is when you're learning about love. But if you're looking for something more serious, join a group. Go join any. There's a lot of groups out there, women, men groups, support groups. All right, maybe there, maybe online dating, right? Where there's a lot of people exchanging communications. But one thing, don't test love. Pisces, you are to say what this is what I want out of a relationship. And that's it. And if you just shy, go out there. There's somebody out there for you. Take the initiative, Pisces, to ask somebody out. All right? You cannot expect somebody to read your mind. So when the Three of Cups, don't be shy. Get out there. Even if you got to take a couple of drinks, ask the person. Then have the conversations that are the difficult ones. You just ask them, hey, are you dating anybody? What is your status like? I'm looking for to get to know somebody. um I'm okay with just being friends, maybe not. If you're looking for something serious, don't say yes just to be nice, right? Just make sure you take your time. Date a few people if you have to until you find the one. There's somebody there for everybody. Okay, but don't not test love. Meaning that when you find the one, as you date, and you just let it be known, this is what's happening in my life. This is how I want my life to go right now. And this is where I don't try to test you by not calling and texting you. This is what the problem is. You take too long to see if they answer, if they put up with you. Stop that. No, don't do that. This is when we got to put a little bit more maturity in there, okay? And they will respond. Okay, and if you're not okay, they take too long to text. Don't worry about it. You said, okay, we'll text tomorrow, or what's going on. You've been distant. Are you okay, or you just off the grid? Just make yourself without assuming. Our initiative, as the worry warts, right? We become like suspicious of everything when they could be having so many things going on. Remember, at the same time, everybody comes with an ex. So you just speak about those things. You know what you want, right? Are they the ones that are gonna give it to you? Give it 3 months. And if not, move forward. That's it. If you could do 3 months for the next year in dating, you have the one. But if you're so quick to judge, to assume, or to criticize yourself, or you're already criticizing the relationship, or you're already moving in with the person, you're not giving the time. Take time to know the person. Go out. Go out on a date. Say, hey, if you're shy, timid, this is when you got to break loose. This is when you say, let me take it into my own hands. Let either fate allows you. You know what I mean? Because fate is what we give, and destiny is what we do with it. When those opportunities present themselves, they are there. You asking for it, and now you're going outside, and now you're assuming the worst. Stop assuming the worst. Stop assuming the worst. And if you like somebody, go up to them. Are you single? You'll know if you've been there. Oh, they playing. After 2 3 weeks, now this person is playing. Kindly let them know, or they're not ready for the relationship. Relationships are not easy, by the way. All right, so they take time, they take patience, but then they have boundaries. You got to set boundaries at the same time. All right, what you will and will not do. It's not about changing the person. This is how much I'm willing to converse. These are the times that I have. Setting those boundaries make us feel like, man, I don't want it, but you don't want to come off desperate either, okay? So they'll smell the desperation. All right, just being straightforward and letting them know, that you value, that your time is sacred. Because if you don't prioritize the time, Pisces, somebody else, they will do it for you. Okay, so set those boundaries, and then you don't have to run away. You don't have to run away from love. You don't have to abandon. You be more reliable, more consistent, and be like, man, it feels scary at the beginning if you're not used to practicing it, but then you grow up, you be like, wow, I did this. I always thought I had to run away from love or do things quietly or sneak and everything. No, confront. Just have a healthy confrontation. That's all. All right. Let's go ahead to Aquarius. Aquarius, you have the Four of Pentacles. You had that early in the shorts. So, the Four of Pentacles is not a card that we want to see when it comes to love. Because as a keeper of stability and having your security, right, this could make you come out jealous and control of the relationship, right? When it could become overwhelming. Where they at? What are you doing? Where you going? When you have this really energy of want to keep things together because that's your energy, your comforts, make sure that, I'm there when they're gonna be there when I need them, when I want them, sex when I want it, and especially if it's good. This makes a person not be so easy to be around. It gives you insecurity, it gives you anxiety, worry. Okay, we can't live like this, all right? Just try to come up for air every once in a while, all right? Because you keeping a cap on yourself. Maybe there's things that you want to do, all right? Okay, because this person here is he is in the higher cities. All right. Let's say you're in a relationship and you don't live with the person and you gotta travel. All right. Because it's like there's a city here and I don't live there. All right. And it's gonna give you worry when you are by yourself and you're thinking about this person and you can't get to them on time. You're gonna assume that they with somebody else. Oh, they're not answering the phone. We do that a lot. All right. They must be with somebody else, or I gotta travel all the time to you. You know, this weighs heavy down on you. And if you're in a relationship, if you with the person, right, great. But just try to, try to loosen your grip a little bit. Try not to think the worst about the relationship. They don't gotta be next to you all the time. You got your thing, they got their thing. Just try to find a place where you could trust them, right? Nothing is forever. We don't last forever. We're here in such a short time. So just try to just loosen your grip a little bit. All right. I know that you'll keep us stability, you like your security, to have everything together, have everything organized. Maybe you could be a little strict as well, parenting. I mean, it shows everything, you know, when it comes to the Four Pentacles. It shows how strict you are as a parent, very disciplined energy, all right, wise, making good decisions and everything. But the same way for you to evolve, even when it comes to money, is to take risks sometime. All right. Or even you. Or let's just say you're single, you're not dating anybody. You hold on for the right person, for the right moment. There is no such thing. All right. There either is opportunity that are there, and sometimes there's not opportunity, but it doesn't mean because there's not right the chance to go make it or do it that you don't take that chance. You got to take chances in that. You got to take risks. Every day we take a risk. Say I love you. Say I need you. I want you. And then talk about the patterns, because we form these patterns around the way we were raised. Right? Maybe you had strict parents. Parents went to the military. All right. So we have to try to break those cycles. Little tweaks, little micro changes. To see is what I would say to you. Let's go ahead with Capricorn. Capricorn, you got the Chariot. When it comes to love, the Chariot is not such a it's a card of triumph and success, right? But it's not such a cute, because the Chariot goes after what they want with determination. They could be a little pushy, they could be a little aggressive, right? Because they want to go after what they want. They go by any means to get there. Now, what I'm giving you this is Cancer, because Cancer is your counterpart. I don't know for you, Capricorn. I mean, it doesn't have to be Cancer, but it could be a Leo. You got health here. All right. It could be Virgo. You got the wings. Could be Aquarian that has the winged. It could be Gemini. It could be any sign here with this card. All right. You got the moon. It could be Pisces. You got the two sphinxes here. They represent the two, the yin and the yang. So that goes, you know, one in maybe both sides. You know, like, you know what I mean. Okay. You like both. You like male and female. Choosing which partner. All right. Sometimes it could be a little bit uh aggressive. Maybe you drive for a living. Maybe it takes you long to drive to go see your person. But this is, I'm determined to find the love, and because I know what I want. So I'm gonna hold off. So if you're not holding on, it's hold on until you know the person is right. Like, you know what sex you want. Okay. Do you want a male or do you want a female? Do you want them both? Are these people willing to accept that you like both? All right. This card is just not so easy card. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to figure out, because he's got to sneak. He's got to leave out of his hood to go. This most cheating card. I got to get out of the hood in order for me to make it to you, because I got to come back here and I got to face these things. So getting away for a while, sneaking. All right. So today, basically, somebody might say, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm looking to get away. Are you available? What is your agenda? All right, get your bags ready. You want to pack up? I got a couple of hours. I got a weekend because I got to get back to it. Not necessarily has to do with cheating or whatever. Most times it is. All right. Now when you're learning how to have a person, right? It could be you working and say, "Hey, listen, I got a weekend. You want to go, and you want me to come visit you? All right, can I stay?" You might say, "I don't know," but it goes so many different ways. The Chariot stops for no one. When he is determined to get to you, but you going to say, no, not until you make a decision. Or it could be two women, two people that are, because this Chariot likes both. All right, they like masculine and feminine energy, because he's not in control of this energy. So when you understand this card a little bit better, live a little longer, you understand the Cancer energy. Or it could be that they carry more masculine energy, and so that make them feel a little bit less vulnerable. All right, I'm not really expressing a lot of feelings because I carry all the feelings inside. It looks like a crab. Okay, the crab looks very strong on the outside, right? It's very intimate, but in the inside they so soft. They so soft and fragile, right? And so, but they on the clock, they on the calendar. The time is of the essence when you get this car, and so they very focused on the time, because listen, it could be 3 weeks, it could be a 3 weeks, it could be 3 in the morning. You don't know when this person decides, bam, we're going. But you got to look at the crap when it comes to the Chariot, all right? So it could be a lot of different shifts, nighttime shift, all right? But when it comes to love, it's really, really the coolest card ever, all right? But they are determined to make it to you. They are determined today to make it to you. All right, they are determined, even in the weekend, even the next 2, 3 in the morning or something like that. But they are going to determine to make it to you. There's a drive by. All right, so if you say yes, they're ready. Okay, so that's what's on hold here. Now let's go ahead to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you got the World when it comes to love. All right, the World is a card of completion, and if you're single, Sagittarius, I don't think you're gonna let anybody in, Sagittarius. And if you were somebody, you have all you need. You got the happily ever after. So things are going well. I don't know if I want to have a boring time at home. The world does a lot of things, right? It explores. Maybe one minute I want to go out. You remember you're a mutable sign. Maybe I want to go out, be around a whole bunch of group of people. I don't know. I want to go on a trip. I want to go flights. Take a flight. This is all about me connecting with other people. Right? Or no, I want to stay home. I don't know what I want to do yet. But your card is all about freedom and expressing and going on this great adventure. You get the travel card, because you connect with more than any other sign. You're a person that get along with mostly all groups of all cultures, all and ethnicities. All right. So either you're alone or you with a person and you're ready to, you know what? I want to go discover something new. I want to see something new. They might want to take you out to dinner, or you might just eat early and go to bed. You might eat and get full and say, you know what? I just want to go to bed. All right, hold on a minute. I'm going to take a drink of water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, guys. So we were up to Sagittarius. This card is all the wands, the pentacles, the cups, and the swords all together. Okay, it's a card of survival. I am in a good place and I'm loving it. I'm living my best life. And so enjoy it, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead with Scorpios. We're going backwards, by the way. Scorpios, you got the devil card. All right. So when it comes to love, there is this is a very sensual card. This is a card that it says to be an addictive card because I like being naked. All right. I don't mind being vulnerable. I'm known as, because Capricorn, I mean, not Capricorn, it's a Capricorn energy. But uh the devil's energy, look. So you have the devil, you have a goat, all right? Knowing that goat were used for sacrifice, all right? First and foremost, goats was seen as sacrificial animal, just like the lamb, just like the cow, just like the bull, just like all our ancient animals from back in Jesus's time, which is to say it like that. Okay, so let me put it here. I don't like holding the card up because that ties my hand. So if you see the devil card here, let me put this down a little bit. What that is telling you that when it comes to love, you could get a little obsessive because why? I like to keep my person close. All right. There could be some insecurity. There could be some fears. This was placed here to give fear to these two people, right? The goat is a mythological creature. Well, it's not a mythological creature. It's a creature that it was used for sacrifice, all right? So this says that you sacrifice for love, all right? You like to keep your person close. So like telling them what to do, where to go, what to wear, who are people they're going to associate with. That makes you look like the devil, like bad, right? But this is our human nature because we share a lot of our DNA with the animal. So the animal delves in the pleasures of what the I don't know what that is. Let's what of what the desires of the flesh wants, which is sex. It doesn't know any, it gets carried away, right? But when it's behaving badly, the devil pushes you here and it keeps you, it restricts you. So that's what it's saying. To understand this energy is really complex with the complexity of, so you have a self-restrained energy there, right? Like when the kid is doing bad things and he's becoming the devil, they get restrained, they get put in place. So you understanding this energy and that your appetite, so you have put yourself, you're restraining yourself, contradicting, right? So if you're in a relationship, you're being strict, 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 strict. You're restricting yourself from the things of the flesh. You're not, it's like you're taking accountability instead of saying, well, the devil made me do it. All right. You are vulnerable, you are open, right? But that doesn't mean that you're having sex. That means you have a control over that, right? You're restricted, you're tying yourself to mostly work. All right. You are, because he got this pentagram represents our body, right? Our two hands, our 2 feet, and our torso. But this pentagram is a connection to the meaning of the earth, but it's also a tool that is used for our ego. All right. It is a protection against evil. That's what it is supposed to represent. How it's been tarnished all these years, gargoyle bats and all stuff. This represents, right, the male, the dominance here, because this is not a woman. This is the male of the goat. All right. I think the woman is called something else. But anyway, when you see this, when they give this a Baphomet symbol for, I'm selling my soul to the devil, because now I'm restricted, I'm different, I'm cold, right? Now I'm cold, I'm serious. I'm going after the things that I want now because I have put some limitations and restrictions to. So you set boundaries, is what I'm saying. All right. But again, you're naked. When you're being vulnerable to yourself and admitting to yourself, you know what? I am just human. I like the things of the flesh, but that doesn't mean put it like this. You have restricted yourself. All right. Although this is the horny goat, I'm having fun. You could be chasing girls here, whatever the case may be, or guys, right? So it could go both ways depending on your situation. Some of you are restricting, saying, so you put a lot of restrictions. What I'm saying, all right? Because these people are restricted there. They tie there by choice, not by this monster. They understand the energy of the goat. In order for them to be successful, right? They have to restrict themselves to certain things, so the appetites of the flesh. All right. So take the messages as you may. All right. It's not an easy card, and a lot of people don't. They throw Satan, because they got used to religion. Tell you, the devil is gonna make you sin. It's gonna keep you hostage. You're gonna be addicted. You're gonna be addicted. You're gonna be addicted. Blame the devil. Blame the devil. Blame the devil. So you showing up with the devil straight up. I'm here. I'm in front of the devil. All right. It's not like you in the back of the devil. The devil's there holding you tight. The devil ain't doing nothing. He's on top. This saying that you're thinking outside the box. You're not conformed to the society. You're not be put in a box and be kept away. Right. But anyway, people don't really understand the devil's energy. But yeah, do people do, things that are not according to their moral standards and, their integrity or whatever the case may be? Do we relish in the pleasures of wine and sex and fire and passion? Absolutely, we're here. What are we gonna do? But when you know better, then you put up it's like you name it. You giving a name to the thing. Okay? You saying, wow, you coming above the pettiness is what it's saying. All right. because now I'm focused on my money. And if that makes me seem mean and cold and detached or whatever, then that's what it is, right? But anyway, the Satan, the devil energy came from left eye with Horus and Seth. They had a battle, and that's how come it's adversary. He became his adversary because he bring a threat to him. He had to avenge his father, and so that's how you got that devil energy. And again, nothing that is in the earth is good nor bad. It's the choices that we make. You understand that? So there's good and there's bad in each and every one of us. Period. At the end. But this energy, if you give something so much love and you let it grow, it'll give you a good harvest. You can't be out there running around in the wild doing whatever you want, right? If not, you won't do anything. You won't be successful. You won't grow. You understand that there are limitations to certain things that you won't do. All right, just because you're naked. Like, let's say a woman goes to work and she's sexy or she wears nice clothes. She likes to wear sexy clothes. That doesn't mean that you're supposed to get touched or manhandle. All right, maybe you're dancing for a living. Maybe you're stripping. Maybe you work somewhere in a bar, sexy, but you have restrictions on how far you're gonna go. All right. The same way thing you do it for your person, which could be a little obsessive, right? All right. But anyway, that was one of the most complex cards anybody could ever understand. I am becoming more aware of this energy because I used to run away from it. You finally dealing with your shadow, right? The things that are uncomfortable to look at, right? The things that are deemed bad and evil. Wow, that is so evil. Why would you do that? Not understand that that is just a goat that was used for sacrifice, right? And people used to wear goat skins and do all kinds of stuff. So that's a sacrifice. So basically, are you here sacrificing all you have to do in order to have a good lifestyle? Because at the end of the day, it goes more to the what? To the material side of life. All right. Let's go ahead. That was too long. Let's go ahead with that was Scorpio. Let's go ahead to Libra. Libra, you got the 8 of Wands. All right. If things were moving slow, not no more. Somebody comes back. Hey, I want you back. I want you now. Instant gratification here. Are you open to the doors to instant gratification, or are you saying slow it down, buddy? Not me. All right. Are you ready to go away on a vacation? This is when the divine intervention happens. Are you going to move too fast? Are you going to move too slow? Anything that you touch here will grow, will catch momentum for success. Because from here you move to the 9 of Wands, and then are you ready? All right, knowing that everybody comes from the past. Are you going to allow divine intervention at play here? So our relationship with luck. All right. So our relationship with luck, if we get lucky, was it me? Right? I took a chance and it paid off. Oh, I didn't assert. I wasn't assertive enough. I didn't move because opportunities are there all the time. Are you basically moving too fast or too slow when it comes to love? Are you ready to move in with this person? Fools rush in. Okay, so somebody might come back from the past or something, an invitation for love. Do you get up and go? Yeah, let's go. One of those hopeless romantic energy. Are you ready? Are you up for it? Okay, let's go ahead to I'm going backwards. So Virgo, you have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I don't know if this card just basically gives you a warning, Virgo, or it gives you like a go ahead. All right, because the energy, the Knight of Swords, he likes to go ahead and go after what he wants. He doesn't ask. He asks questions later. I don't care how old you is, right? Because I'm rushing in, and because I gotta come back home. All right. So I'm moving swiftly because I know what I want. I'm decided. I've decided, and ain't nothing gonna stop me because my mind is made up, as I tell you, from head to toe. Okay, so when this energy shows up when it comes to love, you're determined. You don't even care who says what. I'm ready to go. All right. So Virgo, whether you're waiting for somebody or whether you're going to somebody, you're ready. There ain't nothing gonna stop you. Can't nobody change my mind. When this energy sets off, see, this is your Mercury, and you don't think that you have this, and you have the Pentagon. You're not taking things slow, no way, Jose. Not today. Oh, Virgo, no, you won't. And that's crazy because my son just took off. He's almost 20. And, that Venusian energy comes in. Boy, oh, boy. But anyway, let's continue on. When I go backwards, I gotta go a little bit more far. So let's go ahead to Leo. Leo, you got the Queen of Swords. All right. So what the Queen of Swords is telling you today, either you have somebody that's going to come clean, and they had enough. All right. If you are the opposite sex, I'm gonna just talk because that's what it is. We got male and we got female. We got both. All right. We So this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna get a confrontation today. Somebody's just gonna be like, listen, I want you and I want to take that risk with you. All right. Somebody's gonna come clean. That's it. This is what I want. This is what I want to happen. Somebody got a lot of high expectations. Okay. And for those of you today, Leo, they're telling you to speak up. Don't play with nobody. All right. The same thing I just told the opposite sex, the patriarch. If you want a person, you tell them what you want. Don't play. Don't. When it comes to love, we should not play. Don't play. If you did it when you're young, even the young kids, when they already know what they like. Do you know what you like? Some of them now I'm not ready to tie down. They take too long because I'm vulnerable. I'm scared of being hurt. They haven't really met the one. You know when it's the one. You know it. All right. But clearly decide what you want. And if you've been manifested, it will come to you now. Not possibilities of the future, not structures in the past, but now. All right. But anyway, clearly decide what you want. Anytime I get the Queen of Swords, she has high expectations. So not to lower your expectations, because always expect the best. Right. It's that when you set your expectations at a minimum, you get the maximum. So realistically, all right, and speak your truth to what you want, because she's all about the truth. She's all about that one sword. She's very decisive. Okay, this is a double-edged sword. You might like it, you might not, but the truth should cut things. Stagnation, period. She gonna get a little bit, you're gonna get a little bit, or she might say a lot, you might not say nothing, but at the end of the day, clear communication, clarity is coming in. You gotta make a decision today. This is what I want, and you gotta make it sure. And this is the kind of relationship I'm looking for. That's it. Don't play with love. Don't test love for what? Especially like I said, 45, 55 years old here. Don't play. No. All right. So today, just be what you want. If you don't want them to come in and out, if you got a if they over there and you over here, no, no, no. Or I'm close the doors. That's it. No, I don't want that. That's not good for my mental fit, especially for my mental and emotional well being. No, 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 no. That's it. No is a whole sentence. You don't even got to argue. You don't got to argue. You set realistic goals for this person and just let them know. Start with a little bit, uh, you know, little micro changes, little tweaks, you know, uh, just set boundaries that are healthy for you and for the connection. All right. Let's move forward from Leo and we're going to move into Cancer. Cancer, the Ace of Cups is a new invitation, a new love. They're asking you to offer this love, right? This is cosmic energy. This is fuel. This is the shape that the Mother Goddess takes. God is in control here. All right. When God speaks through you, through your intuition, through the water, through the energy, life force, to your mediumship, to your psychic, you have it here today. Make the invitation open up when it comes to love. Okay. All right. Just open up. Be a little vulnerable. You don't have to go sleep with them, but this is an invitation. You could receive an invitation to go out, something romantic, something platonic. Okay, it's a card of what? Inspiration, because you have the dove. The dove represents hope. It's renewal. You could be renewing a vows here today. All right, you could be renewing a relationship. Okay, you could be somebody coming back. Expressing a lot of love. There could be an apology, because I think I got an apology for you, but I'm not sure. All right. Compromise and making changes. All right. So accept this invitation today. It's warm. It's familiar. This is soulmate energy. When it might not take off right away the way you want to, but it's there. It's pleasant. It's the familiarity. It's the uniqueness. It's the warmth. The love. Right. If you take this beautiful seed that's been planted it's like your energy, right? The Australian crab, it goes and it travels for 3 weeks because it has to make it to the other side to drop the the, the baby crabs, the seeds that are in her, right? And when she drops them in the water, they grow, right? But it don't happen overnight. But I think a couple of weeks later, 3 weeks later, they have to go and try to make it to the next side so they could come back and do the same thing every year. All right. So what I'm saying here is patience. Things don't grow overnight. All right. First, you got to plant the seeds, right? Because everything is through the water, right? Our whole existence here on earth has been through water. So that's why it's so important to understand the element of water, the symbol of water, what it symbolizes. It's about giving life and creating life. It's about giving that chance, that opportunity. All right? So don't be so quick to assume. Let it go easy. It won't take off right away, right? But eventually it'll give you a good harvest. It'll give you a strong, solid emotional connection. Because if you're looking for something meaningful in depth, something deep that you have to, it's challenges. Everything has its challenges, right? It's not sacrifices, it's not enduring, it is living mindfully and connecting with this person on an emotional level, right? Not superficial, having those long conversations, having those conversations that are so uncomfortable. All right, sit down and have those conversations. This is what I want. When you start with anybody, even if you don't know where it's going, get the messy stuff out of the way. Let them, you got to leave people thinking, like, man, you know what you're talking about. You're not too pushy or rush. They might want the same thing. They might be like, man, this is what I want. Now let's think about it. This is when then after that, you let them go 3 weeks or spend whatever time and you let them go. It's okay because you did the right thing, because you didn't hang on in there. You didn't say yes to be nice, or you didn't keep them around to use someone to find somebody else. Because you did that, you don't reap no back karma. When people stay there and they use other people and they make them think that they want them just until they find somebody else, that is bad. All right, let them know right away, this is what I want. Okay, and if you want to be alone for now, you want to date, just let them know that. Don't even ask them, are you okay with that? This is what I see myself doing. Okay, put the cards on the table. This is healing. This will bring you healing. The water is all about healing and giving you life. Okay, and you come out better. All right, Cancer. Let's go ahead to Gemini. Gemini, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups brings you another healing energy, and the Knight of Cups, I like him because he also got the winged ears, the Hermes, the cup of Hermes. All right. So this person doesn't want sex because he is holding out. All right. This person just wants to take you out. Eventually, if it goes there, all right. He's holding the most precious cup because he wants to connect. These are all. I want to connect emotionally. All right. This is not. I don't want to play games. You know. I'm 25 to 35 here. I'm not getting any younger. Yes, I made mistakes. Yes, I have kids with other people. Maybe they got 10 babies. Who knows how many kids? Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't have a. Maybe they don't have a car. Maybe they on a horse, or they on a scooter, or they on a bike. They starting again, right? So person is has a heart of gold, you know, but it gets a little bit stubborn. All right, it goes a little bit way ahead in their feelings. They in their feelings because of the winged energy of Mercury that represents Hermes, right? That the god deriving from this energy. But the bottom line is this person it wants to court you. Chivalry is here. All right. So a chivalrous person wants to do the honorable things, right? Take you out, bring you back home at a certain time. It's slow to anger, but when it gets angry like anybody else. All right, those tantrums, when it don't get its way, we all do. We all participate in that nonsense at some time or another. But it is, do they lie? Yeah, we all lie, So this is when you bring the cards to the table. If you're not really interested right now, Gemini, right? Don't offer and don't make no offers because you feel bad. Don't pity nobody. Nobody likes pity. All right. If you find yourself, let's say you're the matriarch here. If you feel like, you know what, I'm not ready for, this person is younger than me. I don't feel like it. They're younger, or it could be just platonic. It could feel like a soulmate. So it could go either way. All right. Let's move forward with Taurus. Taurus, you got the Fool. Today, take the risk to say, I love you. Take a leap of faith. That's it. Just say, I love you. I want to be with you. I'm at the edge of a cliff. Some relationships are like that. They leave you so close at the edge of a cliff that we need, to hold on tight for dear life. All right. But anyway, wherever you find yourself, Taurus, take that leap of faith. Even if you get rejected, so what? Who cares? So what? Say it. Say it. If they don't say it back, don't worry about it. All right. At least you know you did it. Oh my God, that feels like you're jumping off a cliff when you don't know. Oh my God, what's gonna happen here? If I reveal that I love them, will they love me back? Do they love me back? They might say, they might not. Who cares? All right. So do it with fear. And Aries, the Three of Hearts, the Three of Swords. I call it the Three of Hearts. Uh, so the Three of Swords is I've been hurt, I've been shattered, right? I have heartbreak, betrayal, and I'm still standing. I'm still standing. I'm still here. So once I heal, know when you heal, heart and mind coherence, right? Your heart and mind, heart and the mind consciousness, you know, and to understand that the heart wants one thing, right? To contrary to what the words we say, because then we're dealing with the eyes. The eyes want one thing, but the heart wants another thing. So just be careful, either with heartbreak or breaking somebody's heart. Take that into consideration. Be careful with the words that you say to the people that you love. All right. And if somebody's breaking your heart, you already know, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me again, but you fool again. All right. Don't be nobody's fool when it comes to love. All right. But this is how we learn. Everybody here. Nine of Swords is a card of, we got to bring things to light. We are here to bring things to light, as uncomfortable as they are. There is help at the end of the tunnel with light, but they are not so beneficial beings. So if you have made any contracts, out of your, like, unconsciously, you're going, watch your different readings. Everywhere you go, you're attracting energy. You are making contracts. You're saying, yes, yes, that's what I want. Yes, oh yeah. And you have no idea that this door has closed a long time ago. But when you make these contracts, when you make these illusionary deals, all right, with those light beings or the spirit, gotta be careful, because that leaves you in this energy more confused. Why can I get out of this? What happened? What's going on? You creating the mess. Now you have to know how to undo the mess, because we all are so quick, right, to find love. And what you want is out there. All right. Look at the blanket. I'm pretty sure I never really talk about the blanket and the constellations here. All right. And this energy that's here. Anything that you watch, anything that you speak of, okay, even your thoughts, you got to keep them positive. So you got to be careful with the things that you watch, the things that you let in, because you make contracts here, baby. So be careful with the energy and the people that you watch and the spirits that they call on. That is not healthy. And just be mindful of that, so you can start breaking and revoking, okay, and getting your energy back, holding your energy back from more lifetime, time, life, places that I watch and that I made those agreements. Because once you make those agreements, you are pretty much locked with them. You guys are so lucky that I'm here and that I'm here to help you break that. With that being said, I hope you guys watch this. And, we all run away from it because we all get deceived because we want love. We're looking for love. We're looking for that one person. They're there. They're there. You are to awake and to help those. Just help them. Say, hey, listen, but first work on yourself. All right. Especially for the 45, 55. You've been there, done it already. That's it. There's no need for you to be in this energy. There's no need for you to be losing sleep. Where is it? Where did I put that card at? There's no need for you to be losing sleep. Nothing. You should be right now relaxing, enjoying. Not what are they wrong? What gossip? Are they coming back? Are they with somebody? No. You're supposed to be in the healing process and helping how to heal your relationship, your connection. Nobody is meant to be alone, period. All right? We are not to die alone. Well, we do because of lack of ignorance, but we're here to make that connection. Find that person, heal it, but that takes time, and nobody wants to do the time. We all want to, and that's what happens. Towards the end, you'll be like, wow, but there's still hope. There's still hope. Breaks those contracts that you've made. And I guarantee you, once you start finding that, you start speaking the right words, making the right connections, getting out of that low vibrational energy, right? You supersede anything. Remember that there's strength, courage, faith, and God gives it all to you. Believe in that higher source, your higher power, God, source. All right, stop calling on spirits. That is so unhealthy. With that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next live. Bye-bye. Oh, I gotta end it. Wait, I gotta end it here. I forgot.